of offensive linemen,
Vince Lombardi, baby.
As they come to the line of scrimmage, to my knowledge, the first coach to do that.
Now look at that score.
Here's Ponder. Going for the bomb.
Thursday, October the 2nd, 2014. Green Bay 42, Minnesota 10.
What was it about Lombardi to you when you think about Lombardi and all of his innovations and gifts to the game?
Well, yeah, so many of them, and he was so tough on the players. But when you read about him, he was tough on them all week. And right before the game, he'd go, "I think you're great. You're going to do well. I love what you do. I really believe in you." So right before game time, the day before, he would build them up. And that, he treated them great, took care of them. They stayed in the equipment, publicized his team before other people started doing it.
Second and 10 run.
I think that's quite a few things, Jim, that people don't realize about Vince Lombardi and what he did.
Game over. Vikings give up.
How about Lombardi if he was coaching in today's game? How would he? 42-10 long. Packers over the Vikings. And talking to A.J. Hawk leading up to this game, he talked about Rodgers being the ultimate leader. And this is a team that really takes heed when he speaks up. And in this case, it was that very quiet, mellow, relaxed.
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
Since they kind of got that message, look what they've done these last 2
Well,
games.
the offense has been terrific. Tonight we saw the speed of the defense. And, listen, Aaron Rodgers, all the players know how good he is. So when he talks, they listen. And he does have a command about him. When you're around him, you know he's the man. You can tell.
No question about it. Rodgers tonight only had to complete 12 passes out of 17 throws, 156 yards, and the 3 touchdowns.
But am I right, Jim, though?
No, there is something about
the players. Yes. We even heard it from the Viking. Teddy Bridgewater, if he comes back. Look, Christian Ponder's still going to be that backup quarterback, so you have to overcome it and get ready for your time, because it could come again this year.
Well, it's gone final.
That's the man right there.
This was 28-0 at halftime, 42-0 after 3 quarters. Second most points that Green Bay has ever scored in a game against the Vikings here at Lambeau. Zimmer and the Vikings are 2-3. The Packers at 3-2. And when we were here in the preseason, you thought Green Bay had a real chance this year to make a run at the NFC title.
Yeah, it's early in the year, but after that 1-2 start, you start to question everything. But these last 2 games have been solid and very impressive, especially for the Green Bay Packers offense.
Yeah, they're getting set for the Mazda post-game show. Raise the set. We dropped the curtain about 3 hours and 10 minutes ago, thinking this one for Phil Simms, Tracy Wilson, Mike Harry, and all the crew. Jim Nance saying so long from Green Bay. You've been watching Thursday Night Football. We'll join the studio after this.
Have won on the road at Green Bay. In 1998, Randall Cunningham had 442 passing yards and 4 touchdowns as the Vikings won on their way to a 15-1 season. Week 1, 2003, Dante Culpepper with 3 touchdown passes to win in Green Bay. 2005 was Brad Johnson. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. That's okay. The Vikings defense shut down the Pack offense. Those 3 were against Brett Favre, but in 2009, Favre, who won it for Minnesota, throwing 4 touchdown passes against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Now it's Christian Ponder who takes on the challenge to do what only Cunningham, Culpepper, Johnson, and Favre have been able to do in the last 20 years. Win for the Vikings in Green Bay up against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Didn't like Ponder's chances tonight. I'm not sure it mattered who was a quarterback for the Vikings this evening. Early in the first, Eddie Lacy running through people for 18 yards. Lacy finding the running room early. Next play on 1st and 10. Already across midfield. This time Lacy tried the left side on for size. He's busting people up. Who wants to bring the big fella down? Lacy's first game this season, over 50 yards. More from him later. 2 plays later. On 2nd and 4th on Minnesota 8. Here's Rodgers out of the gun. Randall Cobb, end zone, touchdown. Just like that, Packers at a 7-0 lead. 2nd and 7 of the Pack 34. Here's Rodgers again off the play action. Plenty of time. Jordy Nelson, who's better than him this season, to the touchdown there, 66-yard score. Here's what I like to call a double move. That's a spot shadow, and that's a safety being sucked in. How am I doing, Stig?
You're doing great.
Okay. More from Stig. I want to break it down. And there. Jordy Nelson leads the NFL, all the receivers, yards and catches, touchdowns, and pretty much everything. And there's the little Aaron Rodgers skip. Christian Ponder getting the start for the injured Teddy Bridgewater. Ponder struggled on 1st and 5. Julius Peppers playing close to the line, drops back in coverage. Peppers eyeing down Ponder the whole time. Ball is deflected at the line. Peppers the pick. Takes it to the other side of the field. Has blockers. He is in for the touchdown. 49-yard return. 100 sacks. 10 touchdowns. I believe he's the only player in NFL history to do that. Next Vikings possession. Jamari Lattimore reading Ponder the whole time. Lattimore jumps the route, intercepts the pass, returns to the Minnesota 20-yard line. Following Ponder's second pick, he threw to Minnesota players for 46 yards. He threw to Green Bay defenders for 59 yards. That's a problem. Now, I'm not sure how much of a difference Bridgewater would have made tonight. We'll never know. Rodgers hits Devontae Adams for a touchdown. Rodgers only completed 12 passes, 3 for touchdowns at that point. Third touchdown was the 200th career passing touchdown. 28-0. 35-0. Here's Lacey. So tough to bring down. And when you do bring him down, quite often it's too late. Lacey taking on Robert Blanton, knocking his block off, powering in for the touchdown. Lacey 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Packers blow out the Vikings by a score of 42-10. Here's Randall Cobb, postgame.
Randall, congratulations. Last week, Aaron told everybody in Packerland to relax. I know a lot was made of that, but since then, you guys have scored 38 and 42. What do you think's been the difference?
I think just our play style. We didn't play as well as we'd like to tonight, but we was able to get the win, and that's the most important thing. Just continuing to go out and do what we do in practice and get better every day, and things will start turning for us.
Kind of an odd game. You had 3 catches. Jordy only had 1, but you guys put up all these points. What do you make of it?
It's crazy. We didn't play our best game offensively. We had some drives to stall. Our defense put some points on the board for us, gave us short fields. We did what we did, and we won, but, we still want to get better, and we know how much better we can get.
There's been a lot of criticism recently directed toward Eddie Lacy. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. Over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns today. Yeah. How do you feel for him?
That's big. That's big. We know what Eddie can do. We've never lost faith in Eddie. We're going to be in his corner the whole way through, and he's just going to continue to do what he does, and when he gets his opportunities, he's going to make it happen like he did tonight.
You missed most of last season with a pretty bad leg injury. You now lead the league in touchdowns. What's it been like for you?
It's all right. I'm getting some targets in the red zone. I still got to get my average up. My yards are pretty low, but, that's all right. As long as we keep winning games, that's the most important thing.
Congratulations. Enjoy the long weekend.
Thank you.